Hello, Class here, Hades. This isn't gonna be a series. I'm pretty much wanting to do one run because my brother disrespects my favorite weapon. So yeah, I'm using the bow. I've cranked the heat up a bit. Trying Extreme Measures 4. I've won the final boss like this once before. In my only attempt on the final boss at Extreme Measures 4. Middle Management, Damage Control 2, and Routine Inspection, so the bottom section of the mirrors, not present. I will remark I'm fairly far in the story. There may be some casual spoilers just from NPCs talking about stuff. But I'm gonna force an Aphrodite boon, because Aphrodite's special is pretty much what I want. So let's go.
Got extra bounties this way, but why not?
Yeah, why not? Ooh, starting hammer. Let's get flurry shot.
Power.
With this aspect, I'm mostly looking to tag an enemy so that I can use my special. I don't really care about the damage of the actual attack, especially because it's gonna be blocked. Still doing dash strikes. They would charge up faster if I could charge up. But I cannot because I have flurry shot. Whoa, I thought that trap was gonna get me. Landed right on the corner and then started attacking. So yeah, this aspect is of course way better at its max level than its minimum level. 7 shots is more than 3. Key versus gem. I'll go key. Mostly what I use gems for is buying keys to buy other things. And you get gems from bosses once you're far enough in the game. Actually using a normal attack there. Huh. Anyway, there's a chaos gate here. I mean, the answer is clear.
That's
Alright. This one is only meta progression, and at the cost of not earning gold. I think that might kill the run, honestly. Either of these is pretty fine, though. I think I'll take the money. Darkness, because a tiny amount of health is seeming a little better than a tiny amount of gold. Didn't really need a fountain chamber. Guess it tops me off after that chaos. Just checking around for a pot to break or something to get money. Let's take our boon. Oh yeah, I should actually cast. Get that boiling blood damage. Because of course I have boiling blood. Why would you have anything else unless you're doing the Fated List of Minor Prophecies. I guess I'm not really explaining anything, but that's because this video is for one person who already would know what I'm talking about, hopefully. Don't need to dash twice every single time I dash, but it's comfy. Gets you well out of the way of things.
anyone else? Lady Aphrodite.
Okay.
Ready yourself, dearest, because you and I, we're going to have ourselves.
Right. Ah, there's the special. Excellent. Exactly what I was hoping for.
Want to fight?
The weakness status is, of course, rather cowardly. But, Aphrodite has huge damage numbers for some reason. Alright, let's just do some untargeted ones. Maybe deal with the skulls. Yeah, let's get some gems. Won't help our current run, but it's not gonna throw the current run either. Sometimes you just gotta get meta progression.
I shall deal with you later then.
Excellent.
Money jar. Da, 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 da. You know, we're dashing, we're shooting, we're specialing. Standard. Whatever my aspect is called. This isn't gonna freeze time, but okay, I can't check it right now. I think it's Chiron or something. Really hope my next hammer has +4 projectiles on special. Kind of what I was hoping for on the first hammer. Took a hit because I'm bad.
I'll take it.
Health versus money. Buying the health later would cost 125. The health reward, or the money reward, would be 100. I don't know, I don't like money rewards that much, especially because at some point I stopped playing with the gain interest after each act. I feel like spending your money throughout the game is pretty strong. Okay, yeah, I can just shoot twice at the start. Okay.
Right there. Vitality.
Making sure I didn't miss any fish or jars or anything. Love just tearing through those layers of protection with the special here. It's like 2 free heat. Except it does mean I have to shoot those guys an extra time.
The curse of chaos has been lifted.
Oh yeah, I had a chaos curse. Alright, nothing interesting there. Oh yeah, extra money. Alright. Anyway, getting a boon level up is pretty cool because it's guaranteed to level up our special. It's gonna scale really well. Actually, can I... Okay, 118 now. Yeah, there's a meta upgrade that you can eventually get that makes you get level ups from Nectar. I guess my brother knows that. Who am I making this video for? I forgot.
Stay dead.
Yeah, really nice that I could get the special at rare level even, not common. Because remember, the entire bottom of my Mirror of Night is disabled. Or rather, the bottom, like, quarter or something. Yeah, I want special level ups. I think that's more valuable than a shop, even with 400 money.
Good enough to eat.
Oh yeah, it went from 118 to 150 to 172. I think each successive level up is worse than the previous. But, our special does damage.
I'm back, ladies.
This might be my worst Fury fight. I don't know. Red one is also kind of bad for me. I'd definitely rather be fighting Meg. What a surprise, the first one that unlocks is the one I'd like to be fighting the most. Ow. It's just that attack catches me off guard sometimes. Oh, yeah. Dashes are bad for me. Alright, no murders were committed here. Got it. Alright, I mean, our build's pretty much complete. We got the special of Aphrodite. So what do I want on my attack? Because we do attack. Some sort of status curse, obviously, would be ideal. We don't care about the damage modifier, so we don't want Artemis. Kind of want to pick something I haven't fully leveled. Deflect might not be bad, even though it is a damage bonus and not a status curse. Just having a source of deflect is cool. I would take the dash if Athena offers the dash. Yeah, let's go Athena.
Okay.
Was hoping for the one where you donate health in order to get money. Alternatively, I'd take a Thread of Ariadne, I think it's called. Upgrades the next boon to the next rarity level. There were things I would have purchased at that well had they been there. I think if I see a key reward, I'm actually going to take the next... Whoops. The next key. Because with 3, I'd be able to reroll something twice. Ooh, money.
Sure, why not?
All right, Precious, get to work.
Alright, got him.
I should not be the supervisor here.
Enough to collect.
Pretty slow. Had less than 100 money in it. My only actual boon currently is Heartbreak Flourish. It's just carrying the entire run.
I'll tell you, hon. Orpheus sure is different since last year.
I think the experience of trying to rescue you, failing, dying, becoming court musician, refusing to sing, then being locked in solitary confinement, then finding out about you probably did a number on him. Why, is everything all right? You seem to be getting along last I saw.
Oh, we're getting along great. Better than ever. He used to be a bit more of a hotshot, but now it's like he's a little more, what's the word? Sensitive? Now I can always tell exactly what's on his mind.
Alright. Let's see. I think if I had, like, any other boon so that this would actually hit 2 boons, I would take it. Our run is based on using that special. Leveling it up 4 times would be real funny, too. This might actually be correct to take the Palm Porridge, but I am gonna go Refreshing Nectar. It's usually a safe choice to just get 3 improved boons in the future. Unless you really need some immediate power. Oh, Fountain Chamber.
Guess I get a break.
Well, kinda glad I didn't take the level ups. And here's our Athena boon. Loud music. Right. Middle management, they can warp. And there'll be a shockwave when that lands. Oh. I think I took some damage there. I was kind of watching my projectiles, though. Honestly. Not how you're supposed to play video games. Alright, no need to actually target him. I can just get in close and land the entire thing. It does mean my aspect is actually worse than not having one. Happens sometimes.
This is an unexpected gesture, cousin. I do appreciate. You bear my owl pendant, noble cousin. Wherever it should go, I faintly see it shimmer from afar, even where you reside. For owls see in total darkness, after all.
I don't think that's true, Athena. Maybe bats? Did you mean bats? Anyway, let's get the dash.
Your wisdom guide me.
It's just so good at avoiding damage. Because you can deflect a lot of things even in parts of the dash that don't have iframes. At least I don't think the whole dash is iframes. I usually try to physically get out of the way of things, so I don't have to worry about whether I'm in iframes or not. Ha! Deflected. It's also just real easy to deflect projectiles with the dash. Probably my favorite dash in the game. If we hadn't gotten Flurry Shot, though, I might have actually gone Artemis rather than Athena, because I'd be doing a lot of dash shots, because dash shots charge faster. Anyway, let's get that key. Now on my next hammer, I can reroll it twice. Okay, got him.
That'll do.
I don't know, actually going to the shop would be pretty valuable. I have a lot of money, but Hermes is pretty good. I think this will be my first Hermes boon of the run.
Ross, in all your travels there, you happen to run into a lass by name Eurydice. I hope she's all right. I feel bad because we didn't get a proper send-off last we met.
She's fine. Huh. I almost want to reroll this. I guess Greater Evasion is fine. Movement is mostly done through dashing, so moving faster isn't very relevant. I only attack a little to get the targeting, so faster attacking is less important.
Come back, and I need to kill you once again.
I would have taken faster special. I was mostly hoping for an extra dash, or kind of wanted the casts reload faster. Not because I'm actually using the cast, but because the legendary Hermes boon that comes after it, Bad News, is the one legendary for the Fated List of Minor Prophecies that I haven't gotten. And so I'm thinking about meta progression rather than the actual current run, basically. As one does. Killing heads, killing eggs. Killing eggs. No, maybe... I must have deflected something. I don't think I actually got out of the way. Oh yeah, let's actually remember to cast. Maybe let's miss our cast. Who needs to actually use casts? Just spam Aphrodite special. Alright, there was a money pot, but I guess I broke it during the fight. Which is what you want to do. Breaking it, that is. Doesn't matter when.
That blasted Hydra never takes my feedback.
I haven't seen that line before. Alright. What needs leveling? We'll take distant memory in the final act. Yeah, let's just take the bone hourglass. Why not? Might be worth it, but I also don't really feel like I need it. That's a lot of extra armor damage. Armor is the yellow bar, of course. Yeah, let's just go.
Get me out of here.
I just want to get my keepsakes leveled. Sometimes I think about meta progression. You know what I don't think about? Using... oh. Hey, Banner. Using this. That's what I don't think about. My summon. Oh, hey. Second hammer of the run. Deflect that, just for fun. Not like anyone was in front of it to get hit by it. Ah, the meowing chariots. Oops. Okay. Oh wait, you can't reroll hammers. I didn't actually know that. Well, chain shot will help knock off more the blue shields, whatever they're called. And the one run where I actually think about rerolls and they don't even work on what I thought they did. Anyway, the bow's good. That's all I'm really trying to say here. So good I don't need to know how rerolls work. What a disaster. Being wrong about something on YouTube.
Your predicament has pulled our family together, united in a desire to assist you, cousin. Even those who typically do not think much of those other than themselves.
Cool, Athena. Oh.
Wisdom such as yours, Athena dear, so that I was more capable of picking up on subtle jabs and insults such as that. You're not fooling anybody with your feigned benevolence, you know.
What's their duo do?
The world is not all lies and deceit as you make it out to be, Aphrodite. Sometimes a lending of assistance is no more than it appears to be. Now either back up Zagreus or stand aside.
I mean, nice speech, but I'm not doing damage with my cast. Maybe I would if I actually took a cast. Last Stand could be really nice on the final boss, though. Because I'm bad at it. Even though I don't need the replenish one use right now, that would be wasted. Just 12% extra health? I don't know. The cast deflecting, I think, is more valuable.
Check the old well.
Ooh, darkness. Oh, there was a chaos. Good thing I looked around. Oh, I should have checked the chamber number. Oh, we're fine.
In the name of Hades.
Well, definitely not that one. This one would be fine. This one's also pretty good. Or I could reroll. Yeah, let's reroll.
What about these?
Ah, extra special damage. And then the previews are hidden, so I'm just going to the left. Oops. That was not the direction I meant to dash. Oh, my shots bouncing around make it harder to actually target the enemy I want. Whatever. I'll just have to not want a specific enemy. And then it's all fine. Okay, maybe I do dash through things more than I thought. Some things that you just gotta dash through them, or else they'll be right where you are when your dash ends.
Good enough to eat.
Alright. Stacking the special damage doesn't help much more. But I think it's still the best option. Oh yeah, reward previews hidden. Let's go left. Team left.
More bright swords.
I guess with these enemy types, I will frequently want to actually target something specific. Could just use my attack to deal the damage, I guess. Imagine attacking to deal damage. I guess imagine boonless attacking in Act 3 to deal damage. But if I want to make sure I hit the souls so they don't reform in the presence of a weapon... Alright.
Just what I wanted. Ever since we met, Lord Hermes, life here in the
Okay, faster paced life.
I appreciate the tip, but just as a reminder, all my services are paid in full already. No need for special thanks. So, cheers.
Alright.
in the name of Hades.
Reroll?
How about a different set of choices then?
Bit late for side hustle. Let's get greatest reflex. Even at the common level, that one extra dash is just so nice. I guess if I line up the enemies, I always hit the one I want, if assuming it's the one in front that I want. Love that 1-2 punch, though, that actually just, like, kills one of the souls outright. As long as I properly am locked onto the soul. Oh, taking some hits. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. Thought the dash had too much startup. Or the special had too much end lag or something. But apparently not.
Never enough of these back at the house.
Okay. This reward preview being hidden didn't even do anything. Because it's not like I had another choice. Don't even have the right type of reroll for rerolling it. Shield dudes. Or at least one of them. And a butterfly ball. Alright, let's... Oh, 2 butterfly balls. Let's maybe deal with those early. Lest they clutter up the battlefield. The enemy that spawned in was another one. Of course. Alright, soul-eating butterflies dealt with. Or whatever they are. Right, he's an elite one, he's got the spin attack. He's also dead. Right, 200 health, that's a pretty comfy number. Did I hear a ding? No, I made up a ding. There's no fish anywhere. Cut it close on that trap. Almost got speared. Where did my cast go? I think it, like, tried homing for something off to the left and then, like, didn't hit it. Or no, there are 2 enemies with casts stuck in them. I hit something. Oh boy. Yeah, take some of that crushed object damage. That only even hurts enemies. Most traps are symmetric, but that trap is actually player favored. Just having any damaging dash and going by them while being chased is pretty good. Chamber 34, almost boss time. Let's go this way. Little power boost might help preserve our death defieds. Yeah, let's just buy it out.
I'll take this one.
It's that again. Do I care whether my attack inflicts weak? Not really. Longer duration might be the best thing here. Buy some health. Let's get cast damage.
Mysterious. Other guy.
By the gods of Olympus, you'll go no further on your wicked quest.
Oh yeah. With melee weapons, I pretty much just get to wait while he does that massive spin thing. Yeah, dashing through the pillar helps avoid his charge attack. Nope. Okay. I must have iframed it. No, he ran into the wall. Like the outer wall. I don't have a call yet. Oh, thought he was gonna make it a little closer to me. Ow. That hurt. Not really meant to get hit by those. Thanks for missing, like, all of that, sir. Oh yeah, I should cast more. Boiling blood is worthwhile. I know, on a lot of normal enemies though, it's not even worth thinking about whether I have one available. Alright, get in front, get the lock on. Slip some damage in while he can't block. Even at the cost of little health, we've got this fight pretty much in the bag. Ah. Ah. I must be bad at dodging his Poseidon Virgin. Actually, I'm just used to having a call that, like, wrecks him during his call. Whatever, got the fight.
Just tell myself. Should be another such performance soon.
Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna take Distant Memory for the end. I wonder if I could have gone to the... No, I don't think the well unlocks until you're done with the keepsakes. I was wondering if I could have bought something with a 12 encounter duration.
Worth it.
Alright. Bought out that well. Might get some health out of the chance for enemies to drop health. Having special attack is nice. Oh, money. Money. I wonder how much money the breakable money things add up to over the course of a typical run once you have the upgrade.
Thank you, mate.
Let's get a Hermes boon.
I tell you not to ask too many questions of my good professional associate nearby, but then who are we kidding, boss? Not like he asks you those questions anyhow.
Alright, what have we got? Auto reload, but I don't think there's a chance to get the legendary anymore. Let's get quick recovery.
Sata tunnels.
See, ideally, there are upgraded forms of weak. Like, there's a version of weak that does a damage amp. I am kind of hoping for that. Not that Falling Blade does not deal 600 damage if it hits the player. Pretty nice of it to not be instant death. Not that it hit me, but... You know... My least favorite enemy is here. Played that a little cautiously. Yeah, let's not sit in front of the blade traps. Okay, excellent. Okay, tiny rats with
No chance.
my current build. Not the most fun at times. I guess my flurry shot and bouncing shots actually will deal with them pretty well. Even without any boon on my attack. Because they don't have much health. Got an actual enemy that's got to be dealt with now. Alright, got him.
In the name of Hades. I'd like to see more options.
That's like almost the same choices. I guess I'll take this. And then I'll go do the health chamber.
Got to find something to Cerberus. I'll take this one.
Oh, there was no health chamber. That was useless. I should have taken the... whatever the top option was. Or maybe the call? I don't know, maybe Zeus will give us a good call. Break that. Get money. I guess Zeus is also a god that I didn't have yet on the run, so it's going to be a 5% damage bonus. Because I'm not using privileged status, I'm using the green version. Alright. Got him. Ooh.
There it is already.
Yeah, early satyr sack.
Lives on the world, why? He needs a healthy sense of humor, no, young man? There's an awful lot of spoil sports out here. Can't even take a little joke well. I know all their mothers. Fire all of them, I say. Let's joke away.
Okay, Zeus. Huh. Chain lightning on the attack that already chains around sounds pretty funny.
The might of the heavens.
Alright.
One satyr sack coming right
Oh,
up.
there's a fish.
Got a bite.
Got him.
I caught a scuffer.
I don't have any Poseidon boons. I don't think it's worth it.
The prince compels
Now's my chance. Alright. Well, it's been a pretty good run so far.
Vanquished me. Even when I threw everything I had at you, and more. I fought you as I fought the Titans themselves. Still I failed.
Oh, don't take it so hard, Father. There's always next time, right? Meaning this time. Maybe I won't be so fortunate.
Of that I am most certain. Come. Let us see the limits of our abilities then. I warn you, I shall hold nothing back. To the death.
To the death.
To the death.
Yeah. Everyone's saying it. Oh yeah, respect the second spin. Got some weird, like, gravity wells around them. I'd rather they didn't. Oh yeah, I'd rather they didn't do that. Alright, deflected his spear. Whoa! How'd that miss me? Ah!
This again.
Okay, summoning mid-bosses. Because this is extreme measures. I wonder if they're also enhanced because of middle management, or if they're just always the middle management versions. Where'd the Medusa head go? Okay, got it killed. Oh, yeah, the second spin. Alright, second fate summoning time. A butterfly ball in that. Oh, you really shouldn't have. Hey, it's not the middle management version of the Stompy dude, though. Oh yeah, second spin. Ah. Might be able to just DPS him rather than, yeah, dealing with the cast that he did. Oh, it's got a bit of a pushback now. Fortunately, the bow is really good. Oh, he's healing off of that one. Ah. Ah. Was trying to stay out of the trap. I guess they're not officially traps anymore, are they? Alright. Some deflects are nice. I think I framed that. Alright, a bit hard to see during the Cerberus effect. Ah! Alright, let's go.
This is it.
Rather than trying to locate whatever he was healing from, I figured I'd just hit him more. It, like, works well enough. Alright, first death defied. Really glad I got the deflecting dash. Ah, let's get out of there. Okay, oh, okay. Ah, got caught. Fortunately, I only ate the 30 damage from the trap. What am I doing? Taking hit stun and then failing to dash because I'm in hit stun. Oh, there he is. Whew. Got him. For real that time.
You learn something at some point in all this. Let's do this again.
Yeah, intense fight. There's a reason that last rank is worth 4 heat on its own.
In the name of Hades.
So yeah, thanks Heartbreak Flourish and Flurry Shot. And Aspect of Chiron, of course. See any surface fish around here?
Having ventured successfully much farther than before, the surface-seeking prince encounters setbacks far too hideous to be described.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna talk to people in the lobby, but edit past it, because we've of course gotta unveil Skelly's prize. Alright. Unveil time.
Oh, have I got something for you, boyo? Finally did it. What do I get?
Boom! It's another statue of Skelly.
Am I not surprised?
Because, pal, you are a discerning individual.
Skelly, let me ask you something. Did you really commission 3 nearly identical statues of yourself to goad me into using the Pact of Punishment?
I am offended, pal. You haven't even seen the third one yet, so how can you insinuate a thing like that? Maybe I was wrong about you. I thought you really were the one.
You're only saying that to get me to apologize and try and unlock the last of your 3 identical statues, aren't you?
I would return those statues for a full refund right here and now, if I could move. And if there was a refund policy on them.
Alright, good.
Stuck here then, just like we are. Let's punch things up a bit.
Oh, achievement unlocked. Skelly's Last Lamentation. Oh yeah, I knew about that achievement. I don't think this game has any hidden achievements, and it's like, obtain the second of Skelly's prizes. Oh, there's not even a minor prophecy for it. Okay. Anyway. I guess that's pretty much it. Might as well show my favorite weapon aspects, I guess. Poseidon. Achilles. Because the extra cast damage is mostly what I use it for. Chaos. Although Zeus did look pretty attractive in the run I just saw recently from my brother, who doesn't like this, the bow, at all. Imagine not liking the bow. But yeah, this pretty fun. Boom! Get a good special, that's good. Oh wait, this is my favorite aspect here. I only recently unlocked the other one, haven't done a run with it yet.
Chamber's empty.
Yeah, this is pretty much how I play. Just get one good special, the build is done.
Change form.
But anyway, that'll be it for the video. And I don't expect to do any other Hades content. I don't. Maybe a gun run once the darkness bonus rolls around to it. But yeah, see ya.